Hey, what's going on, everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Just before we get started, I wanted to say apologies for the audio in this this video. I recorded the video and I came out sounding a bit like a chipmunk. Here you go.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're playing some more Football Manager. We're up against Vel today.
And because of that, I've had to adjust the pitch in some software. It's not quite as crisp as I'd like it to be. But it's either that or re-record the whole audio. So the next two episodes are like this. I apologise, but after that we'll be back to normal. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you. We're still currently sitting top of the league. We've got a few people almost suspended. We've had quite a few of those so far, and we're getting back from injuries. We've got Spalvis, who's already playing for the second team, as is Sessa. So those guys are out, getting some sharpness, which is nice. Everybody else is pretty much ready to go. So we're turning a corner, I think, from an injury situation. Although we have got a few that are still struggling. Let's get started. These guys, I think, are in about mid-table at the moment. So we'll see how we get on. We've got 4 players who lack familiarity with the formation, but everything else is good. Nartley is in from the last, who didn't play in the last match for Kraus. So we're going to see how we go. And Sifty has dropped down to the bench. So Chifchi has dropped down to the bench, so we'll see how we go today. We're gonna play a couple of matches. I think we're about halfway through the season. We're in January, so we're heading into the home stretch of the season as well. What are we gonna say to the boys? We've been on a good run lately. Go out and impress me. Why not? Okay, we're ready to go. Let's see how we get on. Little ground here. I like it. And off we go. It'll be interesting to see what happens when our main striker is back. He's been out for 2 years. We're currently playing Pourier, who is on loan, who's been banging in the goals for us. I would rather play our striker than a lone striker, but he's got big shoes to fill as Spalvis. And who knows if he's got anything left in the tank after years of sitting on the treatment table. We've changed Redondo to a winger. He was kind of an inverted winger or a sort of an inside forward. We've turned him into just a straight up winger to see if we can create some more space out on the left hand side here, because most of our threat comes down the right hand side. There's a ball in. Nartley is going to keep it in and find Zickinger. There's Hercher. There's Hoof. Shot from Hoof into the bottom corner, but Pourier was offside. And now here they come. Williams is there. Williams has won it back. Williams is playing out, obviously, the last 6 months of his contract. And then he is off. He's been a great signing for us, but that was terrible. That was equally terrible. Oh, my Lord. What was the goalkeeper doing, first of all? How close was it to crossing the line? Second of all, why did we not score? Is the final question there. Williams. Redondo, he scored. That looks good to us. Maybe that change is making a difference. 4th goal of the season for him. It's popped up in the space in there. I like that a lot. I wondered if there was an offside here for Pourier, but doesn't matter. He's picked out Redondo instead and fired it into that bottom corner. Lovely. Ooh, nice. We'll take that all day long. "20 minutes in, and we've been pretty good. We've kept them down to 0 shots, and we seem to do that quite a lot. We do struggle a little bit with clean sheets, but we do tend to keep goal scoring opportunities down to a minimum. Hoof is in there at the back post, and that's the second. We definitely needed that as well. One thing that worries me a little bit is we are currently spending over our wage budget. Not by a lot. We're currently spending over our wage budget, but we also have a lot of people whose contracts are expiring, and we can't really offer them anything to stay. Like Williams, we could only offer him 7k. He wanted 9. We couldn't keep him, and I'd like to have kept him, but we'll just have to see how. What was that? That was terrible. We'll just have to see how we get on. We're going to win this back high up the pitch. Ooh, they've got a little bit fortunate there. The thing that worries me most about this is that what is our team going to look like at the end of this? And they're in. Good save for the keeper. And more importantly, we've got some requirements to meet about having young players in the squad. If those young players aren't up to it, we're going to have problems. So we could have a season of having to try and find, or an off-season. Oh, Hoof, I think, has pulled up with an injury maybe. We've got some changes to make. We're just going to get through to half-time, but we'll see how we look after that. We've done pretty well. Things are going pretty well, but I know you're capable of even better. I think we're going to take off Shad, who's looking absolutely knackered. We'll put Ryder on. And Hoof pulled up with an injury. I don't know if you saw that right at the end there. He stopped sort of flat in his tracks and reached down to the hammy, I think. Okay. Let's bring on Chifchi. And let's start the second half. Perfect. Don't really like making 2 subs at half time, but in this instance I don't think we've got much choice. Okay, look at Chifchi wanting to make a difference already. Run down a bit of a cul-de-sac and then play the terrible pass. Perfect. You see Nati fitting in a little bit. Oh, he's going to have to step up to the plate here. Terrible pass out wide that was. Had better options. There's Ritter bursting forward and then playing it back all the way to Nati. There's Williams. Pinged out to Halley out on the wing. There's the cross. Courier couldn't get there. Williams is there. Oh my lord. Danny Williams, what a strike that is. His 4th goal of the season, not bad for what we class as our defensive midfielder. Halley gets there, fires the cross in, it's headed down by Pourier, 50 to Williams, and then with his left foot absolutely spanked into that top corner. 3-0, we will be taking that straight after half time. Well, the fact that we've scored 3 goals and our expected goals is 0.95, that's pretty clinical from us. Redondo, this is what we're seeing here more from him as a winger. There's Ritter. There's Chifchi, back to Ritter again. Out wide to Ryder. Ali, and back again. Onto the edge of the box. Chifchi to Williams again. Oh, we can do it with his right foot this time. 60 minutes gone and we are pretty much coasting. I think what we're going to do is go to the counter. Just to be a little bit more solid. We don't need to give away goals. We might be about to give away a goal. Literally me and my big mouth. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Good work, everybody. Okay, that's not entirely what we wanted to happen, right? Can you believe it? As soon as I said it, I knew. Terrible defending, just let him run off him. Great little ball in, actually. Nati nowhere near the defender, nowhere near the attacker. ScottDogGame there, disappointing. I think Halley is going to be suspended for the next game. There's a ball over the top. I managed to deal with that. 20 minutes to go. Finding Redondo out wide. Looking to run at the defence. Fires it in. Courier is there. Header down. Easily saved. I mean, to be fair, you've got to get some power in it from like 16 yards out with the head, right? Coming into the last 10 minutes, there's Hercher. Back to Nati. There's Williams out wide to Ryder. Into the box. Cross is blocked. Halley's going to get there. Finds Ryder again. Ball across. Redondo's there. Pourier's there. Goal. 18th goal of the season for him. Bangs it home. He has been absolutely top class this season. It started and it looked really bad for him, actually. Looked like he didn't fit into this team, didn't fit into this league. But he has stepped up and he has been banging the goals in. And that's the reason that we are where we are. Okay, we've got one more sub to make. I think it makes sense to be making it about now. Danny Williams is quite tired. Redondo is quite tired. Let's bring you on, I guess. I don't think we can make any more subs. I've just been assuming that we can only make 3 subs. Yeah, I didn't know if if the new rules about substitutions will sort of hand over to Germany, where you can make 5. I don't really know the backstory of this. If coronavirus has been a thing in Football Manager, and therefore we've got different rules. Obviously, there's people in their stadiums, so it hasn't hit. Whether that could hit in the future, I know they were talking about putting it in. Be interesting to see if the rules about extra subs and stuff kick in. There goes Halio, bursting into the box again. I think he's going to be suspended next game, so we won't worry too much about his fitness. Purier probably should have done better, actually. A little lax when the ball came in. No real urgency to fire that shot away. We have been absolutely dominant in this game. I'd very much like to see it. There's Ritter, shot is blocked. There's Redondo, shot is blocked. There's Morabet, terrible pass. And another corner. Can we defend the set piece? Good hands, keeps. And this should be the end of it. Last 30 seconds. We'll just roll this out and keep control of this ball, hopefully. Oh, hello. And that should see us through to the final whistle. Well done, boys. Referee, come on. We've done very well. And I like a good away win. I don't like conceding a goal when I was talking about clean sheets. Very happy with the result and the way you played. Good work, everybody. They all look pretty pleased. And look at this. The gap is opening. Obviously, they have got a game in hand. The gap is growing slightly, and I'd rather have the points than the game in hand. So for a bruised knee, nothing to do with Hammy. That's good news. Okay. Press conference. We should go and do that. Okay, let's kick this off. The first question. Let's get started. Your unbeaten away run now stands at 10 league matches. How much of a bonus is it to be picking up points consistently away? It gives everyone confidence. What a goal by Danny Williams that was. It's a fabulous stroke worth the entry alone. Delivered some great results lately with your distinctive brand of football, leading to some pundits the herald of the rise of dog ball. Okay. Okay, good. I endorse it. I want to say yes. Let's make this an actual phrase that the press use. Okay. After a performance like that, your team must really be dreading the moment when Danny Williams leaves. Danny will be giving us all in every game. Right, we'll fund the squad. It is a shame that he's leaving. I mean, he doesn't fit the the requirements that the board asked us to sign. But he's been. I felt like we needed someone who was a captain material in the middle of the park, and he certainly has delivered that. In terms of what he's been doing for us, he's been fantastic. Look at this. I mean, I think to be fair, looking at him, he's too good for this league, right? He's been too good for us, but last time we saw him was last time we really saw him, let's be honest, was in the Premier League for Huddersfield. So it's been a bit of an odd journey for Williams, but he's found his home here for at least one season, which is nice. We're just going to keep scouting these people who they recommend. This guy is already at Bayern, so chances of us picking him up, we don't really need. Well, we do need a new goalkeeper, but I think we can put that on the back burner for now. It's not the most important thing. Okay, let's keep going. We've got another game coming up. Who's it against? Dresden, who are in second place. This is a big game. It's away from home, and we're going to be without Halle, which is a bit disappointing. Have they played their game in hand, I wonder? Not yet. Okay. So if they don't play, I mean, I'm going to assume that they're going to play it during the... Oh, there they go. They've played it and they've drawn. That is fantastic news. And maybe they'll... Well, it's still a long way to go. I was hoping they'd play it midweek and then be very tired to play us. But we'll just have to keep ploughing away and hope that a win here really gives us that gap between us and gives us that little bit of security. But there's always concern that you're going to ease off, right? Once you find a bit of breathing space, you relax a little, and then all of a sudden you end up with the lack of. Oh no, it was only my day. Thank God for that. We were struggling with midfielders then for a second. The concern is that we ease off if we find some breathing room, and then they catch us, and it's too much for us to recover. We have got 2 games coming up in quick succession. Let's keep going. Okay. Any exciting news? It looks like we just had a striker out as well. Rosser is injured for 1 to 3 days. Currently playing regional division, could improve a lot in future. Leipzig. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, now we have got an injury problem with another midfielder out. Good. Just what we wanted to see. Okay, boys. We're approaching what I think could be the biggest game of the season for us. It's early. It's way too early to be talking about promotion and stuff. But right in the middle of our season, this game away from home against the team in second could give us a real boost in what we're doing. Okay, Ast has picked up a qualification. That's quite nice. I find these guys quite interesting. Sorry, Nerdy, you're going to hate me for this. Taguchi Muchin. I've seen in I can't remember the example, but I've seen in other places that there are some teams that only buy people from a certain place. Like in Spain, I can't remember where it is. They only sign sort of players from, is it Catalan? I feel like that could almost be the story here, right? With these guys, obviously the Turkish. Oh no, not them. Obviously the Turkish side. I wonder if there's they are only signing players with sort of Turkish roots. It could be interesting to find out a little bit about their history. But yeah, obviously there's some Turkish guys here and some French guys and a lot of Germans. But it just makes you wonder if some of these are obviously from Turkey but have dual nationality or something along those lines. If there's some rules around that, as you can see here, does make you wonder if that's the situation. Where did I just see that? I can never remember. Yeah, so I wonder how many of them are actually dual nationality Turkish. Every time I do the same thing. Really interesting to see if that's something that they used to have in their history. And I apologise for butchering their name. Okay, let's keep going. Dynamo Dresden. Okay, big game. We'll keep scouting you. I mean, these guys are at big clubs, so unless they get released, they're not going to be on our radar really. But I feel like it's always worthwhile just keeping the scouts busy. It's more so than any other year I've been doing it to keep those scouts sort of banging out reports, just so we can build up our knowledge. Because I think a lot of this playthrough is going to be us trying to find bargains and freebies. So I'm going to point my finger at you and say I've been disappointed. It's a bit harsh. He's literally just come back from being out. 26 years old, Lithuanian, 2 goals for his national team. We've got a young Luxembourger coming through. I'm intrigued to find out how well he does. We've just got the achievement superb dressing room atmosphere, which is quite nice, apart from the players don't really like me very much. They don't think I'm good enough to be here because of my reputation and my lack of experience, which I find quite interesting. I'm going to decline to go to the recruitment meeting because we just don't have any money to really do anything. So it all seems a little bit pointless. Apologise that this episode's gone on for quite a while. There's a big break in the middle of us not playing any games, but obviously lots of news coming in. This is what I normally cut out of the series, but I thought we'd try it a little bit differently, and we'll show you a bit of everything really, and just see how we do. Let's quick pick over here. Is there no more changes? Huth is in, but with his dodgy knee. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Not sure how he feels about that either. Spalvis is on the bench. I don't feel like we need 2 strikers. Okay. I do feel like we need a different right winger. Zuck, are you ready for a performance, mate? I hope so. Okay. Narty is now our first choice centre half, apparently. Find that quite interesting. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Zuck, I'm excited to see you perform. Let's see what the boys are ready to do. Okay. Happy that Ritter is starting. Doggo better a good reason picking Shad. Looking forward to this. Need to beat them this time. We're in good form too. And we'll show him onto his weaker side, and we're ready to go. It's a great opportunity to show all the pundits. Let's point a finger assertively and tell them, do stuff. Right, okay. Here we go. Big game. Big game. Ritter finding a bit of space in the midfield. Now bursting forward. Easily dealt with. Ball into the box. They still haven't put us on short throw-ins. I think it's coming though. There's Williams. There's Ritter. Look how many people we've got forward. Shad is out wide, completely on his own. Past his man. Zuck is there. The tackle comes in. Should have been a goal. Definitely should have been a goal. I can't believe that expected goals is 0.21. I'm guessing because it fell to Hercher, really. But completely open in the middle of the box. Another throw. There's Ritter to Shad. It'll be interesting how much Ritter has done. I haven't really paid much attention to him because we don't have any other options. But it'll be interesting to see how much he's actually contributed. Redondo, who's finding that space. Into the keeper's hands. Another throw in. Shad fires it across, headed away. There's Danny Williams picking it up on the edge of the box, bursting into the box. Looks like he was waiting for a challenge. It comes in, but it's a clean one that takes the ball away. There's Williams again. Ball on to Redondo. He doesn't use him. There's Chifchi out wide to Zuck. Zuck goes down. It looked a little dodgy, that penalty, I have to say, but we'll take it. Ritter steps up. Ritter powers it past the keeper. Goal is deserved, I have to say. We're 1-0 up. 5 goals. I think most of those have been penalties. Interesting to see how many ways in from free play and how many assists, etc. he's got. Zuck, Chifchi, into the box, he shoots. Don't know if that hit the defender's head. Not sure if that was the keeper saving it or if it hit the defender. Half an hour gone, we've been pretty good, I have to say. Here they come. Ball over the top, Low is in. They try and keep him on his weaker foot. There's the ball across, well done, keeps. Swag does well. There's Shad out wide. Long ball over the top, we're not going to get there, but Ritter's going to pick it up. Courier on his own, Courier into the box. Finds Williams, there's Hercher. Is his cross better than his shot? No, not really. Well done, Narty. Done very well. Courier, I think, is probably offside. Oh no, okay, keeper holds onto it well. Shad with the throw in. So another terrible one. There's Williams. I think this game has been a pretty good example of how our formation works with that high pressure, the high defensive line. Yes, we're susceptible to balls over the top, but I think it's a really good example of us squeezing the game, closing down the avenues out, so we're always in control of the ball in their half. Because that's obviously where you score goals, and that's very much a Jurgen Klopp thing of late. Terrible ball out wide, it causes problems. Low is coming in, ball in behind, smashed home. That's the problem. And I think that, as I was saying, this is a good example of how we play. You lose the ball in those sorts of areas, it's a very quick route to our goal. Look how many people were above the ball, all of our fullbacks, all of our midfielders. It left 2-on-2. Great finish from them as well. We've gone from being in control of this to being level, and I'm not particularly happy about it, boys. So they're back out for the second half. And we have been by far the better team. Look at that guy doing his warm-up. I love it. Star jumps. You don't see many star jumps these days. Okay, Hercher, ball into Poirier. Saved by the keeper. I've just noticed that we have Poirier lurking on the edge of the area. That seems a little silly to me, considering there's a big old lump. Let's make changes there as well with our corners. Okay. Shad with the throw. Ritter. Back to Shad. Ball in. Poirier's there. Shot is blocked. Ritter picks it up again. That's another corner. He's going to come and collect this as well. Come on, boys. There's Chifchi back out to Williams and Redondo. Penalty with a inside to Chifchi. Bursting forward. Poirier's there. His goal. He's offside. Are you sure, referee? Are you 100% sure? It looked good to me. Oh, he went just a fraction too soon. He probably didn't need to. Do we make changes? Here they come again. They're in again. They've scored. This is bad news. This is really bad news. Our hopes of being a dominant force into the run-in taking a big hit here right now. And I genuinely, looking at what we've got, I don't know what I can change. Oh no, here they are again. Well done, Narts. Maybe I shouldn't call him that. Okay, right. Let's have a quick look at our changes here. I think I'm going to make that change. I think we're going to make this change here as well. Do we? Do we give him a... No, we can't. Let's leave him where he is for now. Five minutes to go. We're 2 minutes to go. Literally, this is it. It's all over. Unless we create something here, it's all over. It's definitely all over. There it is. We fired them up after the final whistle. I'm devastated by this. Absolutely devastated. Boys. Boys. Boys, boys, boys. That is bad news, right? 2 points in it again. Well, I guess at least it keeps it interesting, I suppose. Let's go to our press conference. Oh, man. Come on then, what have you got? You're under your 18-match unbeaten run ended today. What's done is done. The new run starts right now. Okay. So dominated the ball today, 6-4, but somehow you find yourself being on the losing team. Just how damaging was it for your team to concede on the brink of half time? We had edged the first half. Your players have a real eye for goal at the moment. Sometimes since they failed to find the net. Poirier had a torrid time in front of goal, didn't he? Game is over. I want to move on. Okay. Okay. Well, boys. We picked up our first defeat of the season, an 18-game run of not losing. The big question is how we respond, right? That's the big thing. How do we bounce back and go from there? That's the question. Hopefully we do it well. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. See you again soon. Thank you.